Hi there. New Marvel game in the works with Uncharted writer Amy Hennig. Before we begin, please click the subscribe button and hit the notification bell to keep up to date with the latest news and leaks. A new Marvel game is in the works with Uncharted writer Amy Hennig, creating a story-driven game for Marvel. On the Kevin Smith's Fatman Beyond podcast, Mark Bernardine revealed that he was a writer for Amy Hennig's new Marvel game. Smith claims users in his chat feed guessed the game right away. Ant-Man and Fantastic Four were the two most likely candidates, while others claim it's Daredevil. The link is in the description for the full video. Here's a clip on the conversation. Until next time.
And the other thing that did happen this week, and again, it's not like this week this happened, but the announcement went out, is that similarly for the most of the pandemic, I have been working with a woman named Amy Hennig, who created and wrote, she was a lead writer on the Uncharted games, on a bunch of other notoriously phenomenal video games. Started a division at Skydance Interactive that's making games for them. And they announced this week that the game we have been working on has been in partnership with Marvel. And I can literally, that's all I can say about that. But I have spent the better part of a year in the story mines coming up with a Marvel-related video game.
I'm trying to be careful because I know things.
I know you know things.
How do I say things without saying things? What has been you said video game, right?
Yes.
All right. What has been the most revelatory part of the writing a video game process? You haven't done it before, have you?
Not in this capacity, and not from the beginning. But it's been realizing that, yes, I have the story that I like. We as a team have come up with the story that we like, but you don't have all of the language of cinema at your disposal because it's relentlessly POV based, in that you can't really cut away to other storylines with information the player would need to play the game, especially with story information. Like the player has to always be the one who's getting the information so that they can then follow that thread. So the whole idea of just cutting away to another character doing a thing that's not motivated by story or motivated to a character you will then be playing becomes, you start to minimize that stuff, because then it's just you're watching a thing as opposed to playing the game.
One less arrow in the quiver, so to speak, that you get to pull out and fire.
Right. Like those ideas of surprise, of reveals, of that sort of thing. The player needs to be able to follow along, so the player doesn't feel like they're behind the story so much where they're not actively invested in it. So it's just a matter of kind of recalibrating that stuff out of the language, and then realizing that, your players will need to play a game and not just watch a thing. So as you're telling the story, what's the player doing in this? It's why lots of games have puzzles I need to solve while you're also getting exposition at the same time. And then watching people do things. It's a lot like animation in that there's a whole design department that's at work, feeding back images and designs and locations and characters and costume mock-ups and everything that's just informing the storytelling as it goes. And it's bigger at this stage than anything else I've ever worked on.
So first off, congratulations. Second off, everyone in chat seems to know the name of the lady you mentioned.
Yes.
Amy Hennig.
Yes.
Well, there was a lot of whoa. And then also there's a lot of guesswork as to what the game might be. And it's all over the map. I don't want to repeat. What did you describe it as?
It is a game that is set using characters from Marvel Comics.
Copy you. So all of the guesses are within the Marvel universe. So by process of elimination, you might imagine somebody would trip over it. I saw one of the response nail it dead, where I was like, wow.
Oh yeah? Let me look.
Look later. Don't look now.
Why not? Why do I have to be the one who doesn't look at chat?
You're not allowed to look at chat, Mark. You'll see how much they love you and be like, I don't need Kevin. And it'll be Mark Man Beyond. We already got a fucking offshoot show. Black Man Beyond.
Where's my offshoot show?
Yeah, where's my off? This is the problem. You don't know the pain of being a fucking white man, Mark. We don't get. We're forgotten. We've never been, in first position or anything like that. Oh, so many woes. You wouldn't understand.
I couldn't possibly.
All right, enough about us, because
Yes.
sometimes it just sounds like we're being braggy and secretive. That's even worse, because it's like we're not telling people the things we're working on. We're like, shh, but
Yes.
we don't want to lose these jobs. Kids.
No. I'll go away real quick.
Yeah. However, I mean, all right. So you said Marvel, right?
I did say Marvel.
Can we sidebar and just and be like, so if you're in the world, do you have access to all information that we don't?
Thus far, less information than you do.
What? I have no information.
There's very much just like you're stumbling around in the dark and somebody will tell you if you're about to walk on the third rail.
So I would see in my head, once they like come in, it's like, choir of angels, and you're brought to a large desk and they're like, here's the next 10 years. Like, leaf through one page per project. And it just lays out phases fucking, up to phase 20 and whatnot. But it sounds like, no, you're not showing the book.
Well, the game is also one step removed from the MCU proper.
Right.
So I don't even know what it would be like to be working in the MCU and how much information you have or don't have. But I know that the game side of it is they will just tell you what you can't do, as opposed to show you everything and say, find your way.
That sounds like, from time to time, the movie side too. I've heard it described thusly.
It would not surprise me.
They give folks a roadmap, it sounds like, but they also like them to be creative and then step out the way and whatnot. But they also only share the information about other projects that will intersect or Venn diagram with theirs. Like, it's not, from what I understand, just because you're working on say Hawkeye, and this is just a random fucking pick because I saw somebody wrote Hawkeye in chat. Just because you're working on Hawkeye doesn't mean you know anything about Fantastic Four.
Right.
Even though they're all on the same fucking, paycheck and they all work for the same company, there's still incredible, intricate levels of secrecy.
Yeah. I mean, I think we got that intimated as much from when we talked to like Malcolm Spellman or we talked to Matt Shankman talking about their experiences. Was you can learn things about the things you need to know, but that doesn't mean you get to know everything.